I have tons of folks who reach out to me because they want to start saving their money. They want to do better with their finances. They just don't know where to start. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you 3 super simple, easy financial tips that I promise you, if you start doing them right now, your finances will improve in 2022. Stay tuned to learn more. Hey everyone, it's Shantae Moore, Certified Financial Educator. Welcome back. Please like this video, comment on the video. I want you to share some thoughts once you hear what I have to say about today's topic, and feel free to share as well as subscribe. So as I mentioned, a lot of folks want to do better with their finances, but sometimes you're so used to doing what you've done, which has probably been nothing. You just don't know where to start. I want to give you some quick, easy tips that you can do right now to where I promise you'll start setting yourself up for financial success. And the first tip is super easy. It's just to start setting aside a set amount of money every time that you get paid. So you can do this automatically, or you can just literally cash your check, and every time you get paid, put away, $20, just put it under the mattress in an envelope somewhere. Again, it doesn't matter the amount, it's the fact of developing the habit and the consistency of doing this. And the reason why I suggest to do this every time you get paid is because this is the first thing that you will do when it comes to your finances when you receive your income, your paycheck for that pay period. Oftentimes, our way of thinking is to say, oh, I just got paid. Let me make sure I pay my rent or my mortgage. Let me make sure I pay these other bills. Let me make sure I pay whatever. We all have our expenses that come up every, 2 weeks or every month that we need to take care of. But I really want you to start thinking differently about how you allocate your money. What if we actually transition from paying everybody else first to paying yourself first? So again, I truly believe every time you get paid, in your mind, you should automatically be thinking, how much am I going to put aside to pay myself first? And then whatever's left over, you pay your regular bills, you pay off your regular expenses. Now, I know some folks will challenge me and say, well, Shantae, if I do that, what if I don't have enough money left over to, pay a certain expense or pay a certain, bill or something to that effect? Well, one, you should probably try to find other sources of income, because if that's the case, you're probably just not bringing enough money. But number 2, if you pay everyone else first, what happens? That money tends to run out very quickly and you have none left over for yourself. And that's the mistake. That's the mistake that will keep you from not getting ahead financially, because you always say, oh, well, I'll save when I have extra money. In most cases, a lot of folks, 99.9% of the Americans, do not have extra money. So you have to start switching your mentality and thinking, well, you know what? I know that it'll be a sacrifice everywhere else, but I will pay myself first, because at the end of the day, if you don't pay yourself first, if you don't save any money, you will never, ever, ever get ahead financially. Now look, I'm here to give you tough love. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for you. I sit and talk to hundreds of people every single year, and they come with the same issue. So I'm having a conversation about what I can tell you to do to move beyond that, to make the first step in actually starting to build wealth and have a wealthy mindset. Okay, so the second financial tip that I have for you is probably a lot easier. Unfortunately, it's not available to all, but most. So I want to talk about it, which is number 2. Again, take advantage of any workplace retirement accounts that you have available to you. So if you're one of the lucky people who you have an employer that offers you some type of retirement account, 99% of our population has a 401k or a 403b or some type of workplace retirement account where the employer says, hey, Shantae, because you're an employee of my business, of our company, this is a benefit that we have made available to you. The problem I see is that a lot of employees actually do not take advantage of that benefit. Specifically, just because they lack the education, they don't know what it actually does for them. They don't know how they can benefit from them. But very, very simply, workplace retirement accounts allow you to save money pre-tax in a tax-deferred way for your retirement. And even in some instances, the money that you put in, your employer will actually match dollar for dollar, maybe 50 cents on a dollar for what you actually contribute. So they match what you contribute. Oftentimes it's up to a certain percentage of your income. But again, if your employer puts money in that account just because you put money in, what do we call that? That's actually free money. So don't miss out on the free money. Our employers are making this available to us. They allocate money for that, but if you don't put anything in there, then neither will they. They oftentimes, very, very few employers will contribute to retirement accounts without you having to make any contributions. But the greater majority of them require you, the employee, to contribute for the employer to match your contributions. And trust me, I've asked a lot of folks, like, why are you not saving into this account? Why are you not taking advantage of it? And the number one answer they think is, well, that just takes more money out of my paycheck, to be able to pay bills and things of that nature. And I agree to a certain extent, but the money that typically goes into your retirement account at work, it goes in before taxes are taken out. So let's say you earn $2,000 a month and you contribute, $200 into your 401k account. That $200 comes out before taxes, which means whatever's left over of your income, which is $1,800, that's actually what gets taxed and paid out to you through your paycheck. That $200 difference, you probably won't even notice a big difference. You're thinking like, oh, I'm missing $200 from my paycheck. And no, that's not the case, because the way that the money is calculated is actually prior to taxes taken out. So it won't even be a big noticeable difference in your paycheck, whether between you saving money in that account or not saving the money. So the point is, just put the money aside. Just do it, because if you don't, where else are you going to be saving for your retirement? A lot of folks are not opening their own retirement accounts. So this is the easiest way, again, that you can save money without it being a lot of hard work, and it really won't make a big difference to the bottom line of your paycheck. Okay, so my third financial tip is to establish some type of workable budget to know where every single dollar that you bring in should go. I want you to understand this. Every single dollar that you make has a job, or it should have a job. Whether, these dollars go to paying your home expenses, these dollars go to pay off your car note, these dollars go to pay toward debt, credit cards, student loans, whatever it is. I want you to start thinking, okay, every dollar that I bring in should have a purpose, and it should have a job. Because when you start thinking about your money in that way, then you think like, oh, I'm not going to spend money outside of the purpose that I pre-assigned to it. And this is just basic budgeting. When people think about budgeting, they think of it as like some big spreadsheet that you have to create. It has to have all these columns and things of that nature. No. One thing I tell folks to do is like, look, let's just make it very, very simple. Every single month you have a certain amount of bills that you need to pay. And typically those bills are the exact same amount every single month. So first of all, let's determine how much money do I need to be earning and getting out of my paycheck to take care of my bare bone necessity bills, my living expenses, so that I know, number one, okay, of my budget, this amount of money goes just to my living expenses. Then if there's any money left over, then you can further break that money down to say, okay, let's say you have $500 left over after taking care of all your living expenses. Now you can further say, well, of that 500, 100 will go to savings. Another 100 will be used for eating out. Another 100 will be for just having fun. And then another 100 will be for, whatever. You can do whatever you want, because guess what? It's your money. But I think the problem that a lot of folks make is they pay their bills, they take care of the most people are responsible enough to take care of those very minimal living expenses. But the problem is that money that's left over, they just blow it. They're mindlessly spending it. They don't even know what they spent it on, and then it's gone. And it's like, well, what did I actually accomplish with spending that money? Did I save anything? Did I actually acquire any real assets? Did I acquire wealth? So again, I encourage you, just start thinking about a budget. How much money should I be spending on different categories so that they can serve a job? At the end of the day, this whole video is just really talking about how to be more mindful about your money. It's just making different choices with the funds that we do have, because I don't believe just because you're a low income earner or maybe you're struggling with debt that you can't move past those things and that you can't accumulate a wealthy mindset, but also make wealthy financial choices. These are all very easy things that you can do. It's just just doing things a little bit differently with the income that you do have. As always, I'm always happy to connect with someone over the phone. If you would like to have a conversation with me about any financial topic, you can reach me at bit.ly/question for Shantae. But again, feel free to like, comment, tell me what you think about some of my financial tips. And again, please subscribe. It really does help me continue to put these videos out for you. And if there's any other topics you want to hear from me, again, put them in the comment and I'll be sure to look at those and see if that's something I can share with you and create some more videos for you that are valuable and as well as being practical for you. I always want to share things that you can start implementing right away. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.